Here's Mr. Congeniality, the nicest guy in the sport, former UFC heavyweight champion Junior Dos Santos. And DC, I would think, for a guy that you haven't fought, you know JDS as well, isn't it?
I do. I know JDS because I've been out there as he's fought Cain Velasquez on 3 different occasions. And I understand the type of competitor that Junior Dos Santos is. He may smile in your face the whole time, but the moment the octagon door closes, he is trying to take your head off. The knockout of Fabricio Werdum was unbelievable, and then to win the heavyweight championship in 1 round over Cain Velasquez was truly inspiring as a fan watching Junior Dos Santos.
He has competed for the heavyweight championship 5 times in his UFC career, and perhaps a win tonight will get him back to the precipice. Well, in all likelihood, you are looking at one of the best heavyweights in UFC history. The man who holds the record still for the most consecutive heavyweight title defenses, the Cleveland-based firefighter Stipe Miocic, back for more tonight.
Going into our fight at UFC 226, he was universally considered the greatest heavyweight champion of all time. And that was rightfully deserved by beating Francis Ngannou, by beating Alistair Overeem, by beating Fabricio Werdum. When you beat guys like that, those honors are cast upon you, and you have deserved them. Stipe Miocic is one of the greatest fighters the heavyweight division has ever seen.
Stipe Miocic has graced the octagon. He is ready to go. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Junior Chicano Dos Santos. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Stipe Miocic.
Herb Dean, our 3rd man in the octagon for this one. All right, so here we go, meeting number 3 between former UFC heavyweight champions Junior Dos Santos and Stipe Miocic. And as dominant as Stipe was in the 2nd meeting, he felt like JDS was going to show up in his bracket again.
He sure did, because Junior Dos Santos is just too tough to go away. He has great boxing, great skill, great diversity in his attacks, unbelievable power. So as Stipe knocked him out and fight with the that right hand barely missed there.
Dos Santos is circling to his right now. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? All right, so we build this as a striker's delight and a good early sign for the boxer getting inside and landing that hook on the kickboxer.
Beautiful hook in close, staying tight so that the kickboxer is very limited with using his legs, but he can always land and turn on that beautiful hook.
Miocic gets hit with a flush uppercut there.
Those are big strikes. I mean, is this thing on repeat? How many times can you say punch to the head? Oh, he hurt it bad with a jab.
So more output, at least in the early going. Oh, beautiful handiwork there from Stipe Miocic. His head coach, Marcus Marinelli, really feels...
Oh, he got the real deal, too.
Miocic appears wobbled. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. Oh, huge right hand! His misses are entertaining. 3 minutes now, round one. Well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back.
Blood in the water, you gotta go get it. You gotta go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you.
Oh, this is some high-level, efficient, effective ground and pound by the heavyweight Miocic. Busy as he looks to improve position here. Nice job by him to still be a threat off of his back. Under 2 minutes to go in the round.
You need to work on this position.
This is where he wants to be.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Miocic. Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Another ground and pound strike lands. Miocic is able to flatten him out now. This could be real trouble now. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips.
Gotta be careful here.
45 seconds to go here in round one.
Oh, nice right hand by the chin.
Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Right on the button. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Dos Santos' eye is starting to swell shut. Useful strike there. The hook is clean. So a strong 5 minutes down. All right, there's the end of the round. I'm looking over to my left, UFC President Dana White. I think he's making out the bonus check right now. Incredible back and forth action.
Sign the check, boss. These two young men deserve $50,000. Hell, let's give them each $100,000 for the performance that they just put on in one round. Both were hurt. Both were able to withstand the punishment, and I can't wait until the next round gets started.
All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode, luckily he made it to the end of that round.
Well, this is crazy that this fight is still going on. An appreciative crowd obviously getting behind both fighters. Both guys just brawling like crazy in this previous fight.
They both came with an idea.
Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is.
Oh, uppercut.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut is opened up.
setting up the left hook, but out of range. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Dos Santos going for the leg kick. He does not connect.
He hurt him bad.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home.
Heavy body kick lands.
Well, I am not going out on a limb when I say he is on the wrong side of this fight. Maybe a little bit rattled after getting knocked down earlier in the round.
That's exactly what you expect, right? He took such a bad knockdown early. It's going to be on him to build back into this fight as we go forward.
All right, so he lands again, just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now he's continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing now.
Dos Santos' nose is bleeding now. Yes, looks as though he got cut by one of those offerings from his opponent.
Oh, he's hurt bad. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in this second. Oh! Just over 2 minutes to go. Well, that didn't take long. Dos Santos is doing a nice job targeting that area, continuing to attack that already compromised and swollen eye. Big shots being landed on both sides here.
Clean punch.
Oh, big diving punch lands up top.
He's working on the armbar. Armbar very tight. He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, north-south position now, DC. We'll see how he chooses to advance from here.
Getting them out here.
Dos Santos is in half guard. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Miocic. All right, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back.
In the half guard.
20 seconds now remain in the round. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by the heavyweight Miocic. 10 minutes in the books. All right, there's the horn. The round is over, but not before he was cut on his nose from the strikes in that round. Back to the stool. Cut man is in. Should be able to shut that cut and prevent it from becoming an issue moving forward. But, of course, as soon as he gets struck in that next round, it could open back up. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
You ready to fight?
Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Nice execution on the tee. Well, one got through. That kick was broken. Oh! Huge right hand!
Right back.
Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position. So the blood really started to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse, and you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. We got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward. He didn't like that left hand. He's hurt bad.
Oh, good block there. Stipe's chin is held up pretty well, all things considered here. Again, going back to the jab, just out of range. Back and forth we go. Santos is blocking well now. Made the adjustment, protecting what is an already damaged nose. Oh, nice straight punch there to his opponent, and he lands it just after catching the leg. So clearly... Oh, he gets back up. The question is for how long? Big left hand. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Well, perhaps it's a high fight IQ, perhaps it's obvious, but he is attacking that cut that is getting deeper by the minute.
And it seems like the right decision, because you can see his opponent starting to paw at it. You can see it starting to take an effect. It's messing with him mentally. Oh, he hurt it bad. Nice feedback right hand, my goodness. This is such a crazy fight. Nice punch to the head. He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Yet again, rinse and repeat, targeting that swelling, and you gotta think this is gonna start to affect his performance now.
Yeah, it's at a point now, John, where he's gonna start to get desperate. He's gonna start to make some mistakes, because this swelling is not just minor anymore. We're starting to get into the major territory.
So 110 total strikes have already landed for Stipe Miocic. And just 42% accuracy.
Put him to sleep.
Gets back to his feet. Oh, another knockdown! So fighter a little bit stunned, holding on to him now, not doing a ton, just looking to recover. That'll do it!
Oh my God!
Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 40 seconds of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Stipe Miocic. Miocic.
All right, so a big win for Stipe here tonight, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. And you know when you're a one-name man, right? Like Noma Garcia-Para, right? For Stipe, that's all you need to know, and another brilliant effort out of the big man tonight.
Stipe is one of those guys that you saw from the very beginning of his UFC career. You saw the evolution from prospect to contender to champion, and tonight he adds to such a great legacy that he's had in the UFC.